know that it is freezing, but I think we have to walk. I keep waving at the taxis, they keep turning their lights off. But Julie knows a party at some actor's West Side loft. Supplies are endless in the evening, by the morning they'll be gone. When everything is lonely, I can be my own best friend. I get a coffee and the paper, have my own conversations with the sidewalk and the pigeons and my window reflection. The mask I polish in the evening, by the morning looks like shit. And I know you have a heavy heart, I can feel it when we kiss. So many men stronger than me have thrown their backs out trying to lift it. But me, I'm not a gamble. You can count on me to split the love I saw you in the evening, by the morning won't exist. You're looking skinny like a model with your eyes all painted black. You just keep going to the bathroom, always say you'll be right back. Well, it takes one to know one, kid, I think you got it bad. But what's so easy in the evening, by the morning such a drag. I got a flask inside my pocket, we can share it on the train. And if you promise to stay conscious, I will try and do the same. Well, we might die from medication, but we sure killed all the pain. But what was normal in the evening, by the morning seems insane. And I'm not sure what the trouble was that started all of this. The reasons all have run away, but the feeling never did. It's not something I would recommend, but it is one way to live. 'Cause what is simple in the moonlight, by the morning never is. It was so simple in the moonlight, now it's so complicated. It was so simple in the moonlight, so simple in the moonlight, so simple in the moonlight.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Damn it. My hair's all over the place. Legger, 10 bucks, Zul, Unktar, Sokoman, Cassie, Fishboy, Warren, Colette, Gibraltar, Rasta, Nasrallah, Tioma, Chipmunk, Therodon. This is happening, Naz. Yes. I'm a bit later today. I posted a message in chat, but I was dealing with some stuff that I wanted to keep investigating before I went live. let me start the game. I want to get in game quickly today. I would love to finish the game today. I don't think it's gonna happen. but I would really like for it to be a thing. Because, well, I'll get back to that in a minute. Seraphin, thank you for the tier 2 6 months. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well, Seraphin. You will be remembered. So yeah, I was. It was Nasrallah. So I was a little worried because of that persistent smell, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't anything electrical. Because, you know, relatively old house, small little, like, room built in the attic. I wasn't there when that room was built. I don't know how, you know, if it was made by only professionals or if there's been a you know, like, oh, my friend knows how to do electricity and stuff, right? I don't know. It was my... Listen, I'm pretty sure my dad was on the project. My dad was a carpenter. He was in, you know, he worked in construction, house building. He knows this, you know, he wouldn't, I don't think he would call, like, you know, he wouldn't do that shit himself. He would call professionals because he knows, right? He knows that he knew how important it was that it was done well. But you never know, right? So basically what I did last night when I went to bed is I cut all the breakers so that no electricity was in the room at all. It was cold, by the way. It's getting cold here, so no heating, nothing. So I cut all the breakers, went to bed. And so when I woke up today, I was sort of like waiting, and I was like smelling in the places where usually I would get the smell, but the smell is not constant. So I was really waiting, and I was sort of like, you know, I was trying to really wait. And at some point, I got like a few whiffs of it. And I was like, interesting. Like, I get a few fresh whiffs of it. Which should mean that it wasn't, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with the electricity. And then I turned the breakers back on. And, you know, I was waiting a little bit, and I was smelling around to see if anything was intensifying. You know, I was sort of being paranoid about the whole thing. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the whole same process tonight. When I go to bed, I'm going to turn off all the breakers. I'm going to still do it a couple of days in a row, just to see if, you know, if anything consistent is happening with this. One thing that I noticed is, like, 2 days ago, in the middle of the night, I remember being half awake at some point, and I got a strong whiff of that smell that I'm mentioning. In the middle of the, well, day, technically. And I was like, that's, you know, that's pretty intense. And so I would like that to happen one of these days while the breakers are off, so that it completely removes all doubt from my mind that, you know, it has nothing to do with, you know, the electricity. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's because that's not what they're meant to do, Rasta, right? Unless I'm misunderstanding, but I feel like circuit breakers are only there to when there's like an overload. They won't, like, if something's melting or whatever, it doesn't necessarily create an overload of electricity, right? It just slowly smolders and burns away at the freaking, like, cables and whatnot. You know, I'm not an electrician, don't, you know, quote me on this, but well, Cagetober is supposed to start in October, Naz. It's not supposed to be completely in October. Just like the December game every year doesn't necessarily have to start at the beginning of the, you know. Usually heat is caused by excess current. Yeah, I mean, usually, but sometimes it's like Rasta mentioned, like a loose connection, or like the isolation around the cable was chewed, or any shit like that. Which is what I would be suspecting if my cables, you know, if my wires were having issues. I would expect, because like maybe a mouse chewed through it in the attic somewhere. It was arcing somehow, I was told. Jesus, Rasta. Yeah, that's crazy. What's up, JR? Yeah, that's fine, Nasrallah. I haven't slept very well myself, but yeah. Anyway, so I was sort of, that's why I'm late today, because I was sort of investigating that thing, and I'm still not 100% reassured, but it did make me feel better that I could still smell that smell in the morning after the breakers had been off for like 8 hours. So hopefully it's not a, you know, hopefully the whole house doesn't burn down in an electrical fire. That'd be great. But yeah, anyway. Let's get in there. Tonight, we game. Of course. Why would it work? That's also one of the reasons why I want to finish that game today. I cannot be bothered doing this anymore. I want this to be the last time I do this.
Oh, hey homegirl.
Hey nerd.
You're wondering what I'm doing. Just hacking into Super Supper to give everyone in Petri a free burger. Those capitalist pigs need to spread a little wealth around. What about you?
Did you say burgers?
Dang girl, you hungry. Been on the road a while now, huh? Well, guess I'll get back to hacking this burger megacorp. You should take a snooze on that gnarly pillow behind you. Gonna need energy for the road.
That it? Oh, Jesus! I almost went 180 degrees and I managed to like miss the only spot where the prompt was. What about the kid who died brussing? That's something that comes up a lot. It's interesting.
Yo, I got eyes and ears and an IQ of 180, dog. What happened is awful. Really think the brigades did this?
Somehow I have doubts that a state that runs the way it does proper IQ testing for kids, but... I don't remember what I was doing with this character. Was I going the voting route? What scenes did we get yesterday? Did we get Fanny? It's sort of like it's all mixing up in my mind because we did several names yesterday, runs yesterday. Hold on, I need a refresher. I wanna check my own VOD from yesterday. I'm about to check my own VOD from yesterday. Now this is gaming. This is gaming right there. Oh yeah, we were filming Sonia's Adam. We saved Adam is what we did. Because we got hired to give her the champagne or something, and then we met John as well. Oh yeah, we helped John get a date with Fanny. And also we met Jared in the hotel, you know, like the whole murder thing. Yeah, that was also this run. Jesus, yeah, this run was eventful. I'm gonna go with the voting. I don't remember what I was exactly doing, but
Yeah, homegirl knows what's up, I think. At least on certain issues.
Alex, you there?
I'm here.
nice computer, weird phone. Nice computer.
There's a receiver inside. Not bad, right? Built it myself.
This is safe, Alex?
Totally safe, Mr. Ursus. Like always.
Is there Ursus?
He's a friend. I'm helping him in his club in exchange for info.
What kind of info?
Info on my bio parents. They were in his club, too.
I'm about to switch on the you-know-what, Alex. And I need to know if there are any, you-know-what in the area.
Transmitter? Why is he talking like that?
Look, I'm gonna level with you. Maybe it's stupid to do so, but I feel like I can. Mr. Ursus has an illegal radio, and he wants me to check on the cops to see where they are.
I heard that, Alex.
Working for the brigades?
Guess the cat's out of the bag. Sorry, Mr. U. Can't help you today. Too busy trying to make it rain beef.
I can probably help.
No worries, because homegirl here on the bus can. Don't worry, yo. It's simple. Even an adult could do it. Go ahead. Turn the scanner on.
This isn't working.
Whoops. Total cerebral flatulence. Forgot the bats. Here.
Petria Energy, premium battery. Wait, does it say premium battery somewhere? It doesn't. I think it's because of the P letter in my brain, it translated to premium. Also, that battery, it looks in bad shape. Anyway.
Just gotta put them in the right way. No sweat. Now, we gotta check the amplifiers. Open that mofo and flip the switches.
Okay, I'm wondering, that minigame would be way harder for younger people these days, right? I don't think many of them use old school batteries anymore. So like they you know, they don't know which way to... I mean, I'm sure like I didn't see if the colors meant anything there. I just, you know, I just looked at the little spring. Because that's how I did it always. Like the spring goes against the flat surface, right? But yeah, like those batteries are rarely used anymore these days, right? All the batteries are just invisible inside the devices these days now. Wow, this is really fun.
Nice. We need to listen far, so we'll activate just about all of the amplifiers. We need exactly 8 volts to pick up the police radio.
Wait.
That's what I'm talking about. We ready to scan? Turn the dials till you hear something. Signal meters need to be very bright. By the way, when are you gonna tell me more about my parents? Yo, you're picking something up.
Oh.
Unit 8, you copy?
I think I went too fast and I
Over.
interrupted the conversation.
Unit 8 here.
What's up, Ferris?
Camped outside the gas station. Nada for now. Over. Keep looking. You got donuts? Over.
Coast is clear, Mr. Yu. They're still at the old spot. Broadcast away.
I put batteries in my wireless controller and my alarm clock. Wiimotes.
Yeah. Mr. Yu finds
Good
spots where
point.
he can do his little radio show. You should hear his radio voice. Cracks me up, man.
Thanks, eh? And
Wait, does the
homegirl beside
does
eh?
the Switch have
And Alex.
batteries
Make sure you reach
in
out
the
to your
little
mom, okay?
things?
I'm sure she misses you.
Or is it like
Sure,
charging when it's again
whatever.
connected to the machine?
Thanks, homegirl. Here, for your help. Now, time to give the citizens of Petria free beef.
Lithium rechargeable.
And boom! Oh no! Trojan horse is down. Well, at least 347 people got free burgers. I can live with that.
Next up coming up.
Yeah, Gibraltar. I don't think I knew either. I didn't even know that was a thing until I played this minigame. Alright, so people got free burgers. They're, you know, making sure the cops aren't getting there.
Oh well, this is where I get off. Stay fresh, homegirl. And good luck out there.
Thanks. You got so much money on this run? Oh, 11? That's a little too far away. We got Alex to 100% there. Okay, so Fanny, Stan and Mitch, and Jared are left. I have a feeling this is just going to be a little intermission. Oh, maybe not. Oh, are we getting a Stan and Mitch? Come out and play. Yeah. That's an Offspring song. The one time I have a credit card, I don't find any ATM. I'm actually very annoyed. The music is amazing though. This may be one of my favorite tracks on the entire soundtrack, I think, with the sad one. It's very Life is Strange, but not necessarily a bad thing. What's up, Dax? Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm just, you know, I'm gonna do my best to try and finish this game today. Fucking... I don't even know. I don't even need to do all that shit. I just wanna maybe get some money out of the... I don't know, there's a side room. Wait, isn't that the fucking spot where... Isn't that the haunted area? I don't know if this one's the haunted one. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I can do that. That's the first time I think we get a somewhat repeated area. Because I remember being in this exact situation. And doing these exact things before. Bar keys, excellent. Employees room, carpet bunker. Okay, so this is carpet bunker. Okay, this is slightly different. It's the same, like, location, right? Like, you know, layout-wise and graphics-wise, but it's not the same events. I think it's not actually considered the same area, I guess. Nice. Yeah, I think this was the one where, like, there was the, you know, scary figure. Nice. We'll get in there in a second. Oh my god, what the hell? Suddenly lost. Oh. Oh, that could have been a lot more interesting. Just a fucking safe. That was not even a lot of money. I was hoping for a whole thing, like a twist or some kind. Oh, damn. Maybe games aren't bad, maybe my expectations are way too high for them. Alright, 9 miles, road 96, let's go. Did they make a Lost game? Yeah, there was one, yeah. I don't think it was very good though. The Wild Boys. Oh, never mind, we're not there yet.
Get in, Mitch.
With pleasure.
You, drive. Don't look at us.
Okay. Wait, who are you guys?
We're your worst nightmare.
Watch it.
We're your worst nightmare. That's who we are.
Okay. The gun's making me nervous.
Shut up and step on the gas.
Alright, let's go.
Our motto not starting outside the laundromat after we rob it. Humiliating.
You think I don't know that, Stan? It's your fault, you know.
My fault? Oh, that's rich, Mitch.
Am I in the middle of something?
You know what, Mitch? Maybe you should find another robbing partner.
Well, maybe I should. Like this kid.
Okay, listen. It's so funny though how much better I like those characters since the twist with the Sonia. I think it's so funny. It made me really like them a lot more. That's okay.
Fine, take the kid. She's clearly a criminal anyway.
Okay, hold on. Well, I mean, I did steal a car. Wait, I am?
Hold on. Before we end the best Robin duo ever, let's take a deep breath.
Yeah, we shouldn't rush into this. This is big.
Taking deep breath is good. You guys make a nice couple. I repeat, what is happening? Are you guys even listening? You guys make a nice couple. Taking deep breath is good.
I know. Let's put the radio on. It'll help us forget about the laundromat.
Good idea.
A laundromat robbery happened about an hour ago.
Ah,
course.
jeez.
Witnesses say the two robbers, both dressed like they were into S&M role-playing, argued the entire time. Though the suspect only made off with $72 in quarters, they are said to be armed and very dangerous. If you see them, please call the police immediately.
We're laughing stocks.
And Sonia reporting it, no less. Oh, jeez.
I guess we could talk about it.
Well, I guess that's it. Stan and Mitch are breaking up. Go on and partner up with the kid.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Wow.
You two should seriously reconsider.
Only one thing left to do. To be sure this is the right move, and I'll give the kid Mitch's ultimate bank robbing quiz.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't want to be a robber.
You need to start thinking about your future, kid. Here's how it works. Get enough questions right, you and Mitch become robbing partners. But don't, then Mitch and I have to... I don't want to spell it out.
Spell it out.
Question number 1. Of the following, what is the best location to rob? The clock is, ticking.
A laundromat, a fast food joint, Petria Bank. I mean, according to Pulp Fiction, a fast food joint.
Yeah, that's right. Not much security. And there's food.
Though jealous, I will admit I am very impressed.
Question number 2.
This is so dumb.
When is the best time to rob?
After dark, when it's foggy. Sorry, early in the morning. Early in the morning, I guess. For whatever reason.
Robin in the AM is no bueno. Mitch is not a morning person.
I certainly am not.
Oh no!
That's strike 1.
Question 3. What is the best getaway vehicle?
A motorcycle.
You would think, but no.
Yeah, sometimes they break down in front of laundromats.
Of course, of course.
Strike 2. This is your last chance.
Question 4. The final question. What is the best thing to do with your money at your hideout?
Bury it deep inside holes. Hide it inside walls. Bounce with it on the bed. I've been at their hideout, but I don't remember if there was anything specific about the money that they mentioned or whatever. I think there was something... Oh god, I hate this.
Nope, because then it's hard to find those holes later.
You lost, kid.
Yeah. Well, at least they didn't kill me. I don't think they even took my money. I literally had more money on me that they stole. In the laundromat. They could have, like, you know, made most of their money back. But... I guess I didn't think of that. They're not very good at what they're doing. Oh, they did steal my money! Oh, no! Okay. Oh, damn. I had so much money, dude. What's up, Sorrow? What's up, Brainy? I don't know if I said hi earlier, but I had so much money. God damn it. I don't know if I would have used it, but... No vote, no voice. Oh no! Oh wow, the... Oh my god, someone broke the cairn. This feels like a Jared thing for some reason. Oh shit! See, I do like how the game sort of throws in these little changes in what is supposed to be like a, you know, like a recurring event, right? It makes it feel fresh, for sure. Then what? Where am I?
In a holding cell near the border. They brought you in last night.
My vision. It's okay. They've done something with the controls here that's pretty interesting. Everything is delayed, and there's like extra inertia to it. Which is very interesting, I would say, in terms of like making you feel like you're, you know, dizzy and all. My vision, it's...
They beat you. That's why. But it should come back soon.
How'd you get caught?
A guy called the cops at me at a gas station. There was another teen there. Must have been arrested too, but taken in a different car.
How long have you been here?
Too long. I just want to get it over with.
Get what over with?
Getting transferred to the pits.
The pits, you're sure?
Well, you know, that's where crosses end up, isn't it?
Oh damn, are we gonna see the pits? Also, so many days passed just there.
Get your hands off me!
Where are you taking him?
Your friend's been chosen for a new treatment. We'll turn him into a good teenager yet.
You monsters! This is an interesting twist. Oh my god. Wait a minute.
Wake up!
What's happening?
You're being transferred to the pits. Now get up!
Wait, what's that noise?
Demonstrations. It's election day, and scum like you want to make trouble.
You need to go!
Now time to get you in the truck.
Go, go, go!
Max, are you okay?
Quiet back there!
Max? Oh god, that's him. He lost his hair and everything.
They fried him, man. I don't know if he can talk now.
That's fucked up. Okay, I think, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be a thing with like, we're going back or whatever, but... Talk to me, Max.
Do I know you?
I have some opinions about all this, from a structure standpoint. Pretty positive, actually.
What are they doing?
They know we're in here, right?
Stop that! Get your hands up! Stop!
What was that?
Oh shit!
A prison van has just been flipped over.
Go, go, get him out! Everybody, to the wall! Where the hell is Robert?
Big John, did you see Alex?
You saw Alex? Where is he?
At the wall.
Kid, come with me. I gotta find some more. This way, young blood! There's an opening up here. Alex! What are you doing?
John! It's not what you think! Robert got someone to make the bomb using my blueprints!
Oh shit!
I'm trying to disarm it, but it's not working!
It's interesting now, I'm assuming a lot of our choices are just coming together now, right? Maybe if we... Like, we had a lot of abstentions every time we saw the votes, maybe because we were riling up people or whatever, and maybe that's what led to maybe the uprising to be strong enough to free us, maybe, right? And now Alex is not making the bomb, but is trying to disarm it because we convinced him to do that. Like, I think it's all like the sort of choices we made are sort of coming together during this thing right now. So what I'm thinking is, what I misunderstood about the structure of the game is I thought we were gonna keep doing runs until we reached the date. I think the actual way the game is structured is you're gonna have 9 chapters regardless. That's the amount you get, 9. Which makes sense because that, you know, it's enough runs to meet all the characters and get their percentages up, right? Or maybe if you die quickly, maybe you get more. That's possible too, right? Maybe if you die quickly, you get more runs. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. I think it just matters that you get the characters up to a certain point to see all like the story progression. And then with however time is left, that's a pretty clever trick they've done. I think the time frame is long enough that you will never really reach the end, right, of that time frame. It gives you enough time to get all the runs you need, even if you maybe die every time. But then with the fact that you're getting imprisoned and days are passing really fast, that's a clever way to get like a time skip to the end, right, to the election day. I think that's pretty clever. To sort of, you know, make up the however many days are left. Because even if you're like 2-3 days out, well, you were just in the cell for 3 days. And if you're like 2 months out, well, it's easy to get the time to pass. So that's pretty smart. I will give them that. Were all the characters at 100% at the end? No, a few of them are like at 80 or something. A couple of them are not completely 100%. Yeah, $10 is backseating a different channel right now. That's what happens when you have 5 streams open at the same time.
He probably used a code you wouldn't know.
What codes would Robert use?
I have an idea. Youngblood, try 6682.
Are we just gonna try it?
Hurry!
It worked! But how'd you know?
That was the code of the first bomb. Your birthday.
First bomb?
Uh-oh.
My birthday?
Your mom and dad, Alex, Naomi and Steven, they built it and used the most important day of their lives as the code. We were gonna use it, but there was a problem at the last moment. That's when Connie and I tried to take Tyrak out in the truck. We'd worked too hard to come up empty-handed, but we missed. And Tyrak detonated the explosives on the peak.
And my parents were killed.
Yes. And Connie. And so many others that day.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner, John?
I thought it'd radicalize you. Push you to build the bomb. And I didn't want you to hate me.
Hate you?
If I had killed Tyrak, your parents would still be alive.
They made their choices, Mr. Yu. They put themselves in that position. That's not on you.
Thanks for saying that, kid. Now come on, let's...
Don't move! Hands up and turn around.
Oh god, that should be interesting.
Hands up, I said!
Mom! Don't shoot!
Alex?
Your mom's a cop?
Get out of here, Alex.
That voice.
Oh man.
Wait, Papa Bear? Oh, no!
You know each other?
Yeah. Turns out I've been chatting on the CB with the very person I was after.
Well, it's not great for me either. The woman I love being a cop and everything.
Love.
Yeah. Love.
Ha! Don't make me laugh.
Listen, I'm sorry I stood you up. I chickened out.
You think I care about that now?
My mom and Mr. Ursus were gonna go on a date? My mind is gonna explode.
Okay, Alex, not the time.
Alex, I told you, get out of here.
Listen to your mom.
So, how do you know each other again?
I did some work for the brigades. for info on my bio parents. John knew them.
Yeah, right.
It's the truth. My girlfriend and I were friends with Alex's parents.
Your girlfriend?
She died in '86. I've been trying to protect Alex. You gotta believe me.
It's true, Mom. John wasn't using me. He was trying to protect me.
Look, I screwed up. I became a part of something that turned bad. Not a day goes by that I don't regret it. But I'm a different person now. I want to be with you.
I'm a cop, and you're a wanted criminal. Forgive me, but I don't see how that could work.
Mom, look around. Things are happening. Change is happening. Give John another chance. He screwed up, but we all make mistakes. You, for instance.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, come on, Mom. You know what Tyrick is doing to teens.
I do. Yes.
You really want to keep working for a government that does that?
No. I haven't wanted to do my job for a long time now. But I did it. For you.
Well, you no longer have to, Mom. Now, please, lower your gun.
The person?
We can cross together. There's nothing keeping us here. We can leave.
Mom, what do you think?
Kid, you can come if you want.
Supporters on the other side of the wall have broken through and are now fighting the border forces with the brigade. Could this be it? Is the revolution really happening?
Ooh, damn. Join the fight or escape. I don't know. So let's go back to what has that character done? Help Jared hide a body and all that. Saved Adam after helping Sonia. So my character, I feel like the character we're playing right now is someone who participates, right? Not someone who avoids from what the series of events that led us there. Maybe was inspired by the scene we just saw, right? All them reuniting and everything. Maybe that's something worth fighting for. Maybe that's a good justification. Let's join the fight, see what happens.
Now might be a good time to go, sir.
Zoe!
Fire at will.
No!
Sir?
The uprising that started that day spread to most of Petria, ensuring a fair, democratic election. Flores won by a landslide and promised to repeal much of what Tyrak had done. Tyrak was arrested and tried for his crime.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people died, but at least it showed publicly on TV what he was doing, right?
Though it's far too early to tell what the future of my country holds, for the first time in many years, there is hope. And that, at the very least, is a good place to start.
Yeah, person? Interesting. He stayed pretty constant to me, at the bottom of what I consider a worthy human being. Story by the whole team. That kind of makes sense. Okay, I have a lot of opinions about this game. Now that I'm at the credits. Oh, look at Jared. Oh, he found peace. Oh, Sonia and Adam on a date! The straws are in the same drink! Adam got it! Let's go! Yeah, Zoe hanging out there makes sense. Of course. I want to know what happens to Fanny, Alex, and John. look at them. Nice. Weird that she's still wearing her cop uniform, but... What's up, Kimmy? I didn't realize it was a French game. New Game Plus. All right. Well, okay. So, yeah, Captain Dax, to that point, it did end a lot faster than I thought, because I was looking at the timeline, right? And that was sort of my metric to see how much further we needed to go. Turns out that wasn't the case. It was mostly about, like, the character progression. And then, again, it used that prison trick to sort of, like, make the time skip to however much time you needed to skip, right? Which I, again, think is pretty clever of a way of doing it. It also, I kind of like it because it brought a sort of twist. Like, I did expect to have a lot more to go, and then suddenly, you know, you get captured by the cops, and it made it feel like sort of visceral, a lot more than if it smoothly arrived to my expected date of ending, right? Sort of took me by surprise, which I think was kind of nice. Overall, like from a... Okay, here's the good. Here's the good. I like the art style. I think the voice acting is decent. I think the soundtrack is amazing. I think it's a very unique game, yes. It plays like nothing else I've ever seen. Like the way they managed to combine roguelike and narrative-based, you know, choice-based game with a ton of like little mini games and all that, I think is pretty interesting. It's definitely an experience like no other. And I think overall the general story and writing was all right. Like it wasn't anything super subtle. It wasn't, you know, groundbreaking or anything, but it was fine. It was decent. I think it what it makes me think of is it makes me think of like children cartoon writing. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's pretty simplified, right? It talks about like difficult themes and hard subject matter, but it does it in a way that's kind of lighthearted and yeah, overall pretty simple, right? Which is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Not every game needs to be super serious writing with a ton of depth and layers and all of that. This one was... It almost has like a caricatural nature to it. And I think that's intentional, like based on the characters and the graphic style and everything. It is a caricature of real life. It's not meant to resemble it. I think it's fair. Now, my issues with it, I think as soon as you have like 6-7 runs in, I think it becomes a bit monotonous. We talked about that, but thankfully I was expecting the game to be still, like I said, a lot longer. So the fact that it turned out to be a bit shorter alleviates my concerns about the monotone sort of aspect that I was feeling, because we got to the end pretty fast there. I think the ending suffers from what I've seen a lot of. It's a thing that I feel is frequent with, like, I see that. I'm not saying that's the case for them, but that's something I see with a lot of like beginner writers. The endings come together a bit too quick. There's not enough setup. There's not enough prep work done to make it feel like the ending is just like unfolding smoothly, right? It sort of reaches a point where suddenly like everything sort of has to be resolved, and it feels like it's a little too fast or too easy from a narrative standpoint, right? What's up, Timmy, by the way? I don't think I said hi. But I think that could be also just like the structure of the game lends itself to it, right? Because it's sort of that whole disjointed narrative, and then suddenly it has to conclude in some way. But I think it could have been solved by just having those scenes at the end be a little more involved, a little more developed, right? Like, I feel like the revolution, like when we start joining the revolution and Zoe taking part and everything, I feel like it could have been sort of expanded upon a little bit. But it could be either they didn't have the budget for it, or, you know, they sort of ran out of time, or I can relate to that emotion. I can understand how it feels sometimes to have to conclude something, and you kind of have to bring it home, and you do it however you can. So I'm not too mad about it. Yeah, the soundtrack's definitely the best part about it. That's for sure. That is a soundtrack that I will remember forever. But I think... Also, like, narratively speaking, obviously, I think everything resolves a bit too easily, right, at the end. Like, that situation between Alex, John, and Fanny should be a lot more complex than it is. I don't think it would resolve that fast, you know, if we really think about it. Same thing with the revolution, right? It's a bit... again, I'm sure there's a ton of different endings, so I've only seen one, right? I'm sure there's a ton of different endings that maybe feel a bit different, but the one I got at least felt a bit too easy. Like, well, I mean, not easy, like a bunch of kids got killed, right? But it feels like, oh, well, now there's hope, right, for Petria. It seems a little too... yeah, too quickly resolved, but yeah, I mean... I wonder if I can buy the soundtrack on a cassette tape. I hope you can. But... yeah, maybe Chipmunk, yeah. Lots of threads ending. What's the point of the bomb? I mean, that was the brigades wanting to seek revenge and, you know, blow up the entire border, right? That was the point of their bomb. But John and the more moderate Black Brigades were too, you know, they didn't think the violence was necessary, I guess. If Robert was supposed to be an antagonist, it wasn't very fleshed out. I mean, there was a few scenes, right, towards the beginning. I think we got very front-loaded on Robert. Most of it happened in the first half of the game, for me. But I think some of that is maybe because I didn't finish certain threads. Maybe there was more about it. But it's true, you're right, it could have been a bit more fleshed out. I think it was just... it wasn't meant to be a main antagonist or anything. It's just that sort of, you know, more extreme presence in the... Maybe we would have seen more of it if I was more... If I had gone the way of the Black Brigades a lot more. I don't know. Yeah, the fact that there's some random aspect to it makes it hard for me to have obviously a complete judgment on the whole narrative. I'm just talking about what I've seen personally, what I've experienced personally. But hey, I mean, on the plus side, we finished the game today, which is great. Because I will not be able to stream tomorrow because we're watching ECT, East Coast Throwdown with Naz. There's a big Street Fighter 6 tournament that's happening over the weekend, which Brandon, who you might know, good friend, B-Son in the channel, right, is participating. Now, B-Son's pool doesn't start before Saturday, as far as I can tell. But we'll be watching the whole tournament anyway. So I won't be, and unfortunately it takes place during stream time on Friday. So I won't be streaming on Friday. Sunday is a bit of a maybe. I'm not sure yet 100% because like the top 32 of the tournament starts around 10 my time, which is an hour from now, an hour in the future, but on Sunday, right? So I could potentially like stream 3 hours on Sunday and then call it a bit early to watch the tournament. Or I could simply do a full stream, depending on how we decide to do it with Naz. Because there's a chance we don't watch... If Naz is going to stream also on Sunday, we're not going to watch like the end of the tournament before after his stream. Which means maybe I'll just stream similarly myself and we'll watch the whole rest of the tournament after the streams. No, I'm not going to stream the prequel, Glegor. Well, I'm not going to play it now, at least. I'm going to get into Cagetober. It's I want to get moving with the schedule. Plus, as much it's one of those things with streaming. This game was a great example of a game I really enjoyed to play, but nobody wants to watch. Really. So, I mean, not nobody, but not a lot of people want to watch. So I'm glad I did it because I wanted to play this game and I think I had a really good time and I think it was nice to share that on stream. But it's not it's not a game that creates a, there was not a lot of chat engagement. Numbers were pretty bad, so it's not something. I made almost no money during the streaming of this game, so it's not something I can do durably, right? If we want the stream to be a thing for a long period of time, I can't afford to do that too often. Sometimes it's fine. But if I keep doing that, I have to get a job in 2 months, and then there's no streams anymore. So, and for the record, I'm not sure Cagetober is going to be that much more popular, but it's a project that we've been talking about for a long time. So I'm going to try doing it, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to kill my channel for it if I see that it really doesn't work or that it's not a vibe. I'll pull the plug on it and we'll move into something else, but I'm at least gonna try to do it. Well, that's the thing, Chipmunk. I think it's one of those things where most of those games would be fine if I was super positive about them. I'm sure Detroit would bring a lot of new viewers if I was super happy about playing the game. Considering there's a pretty decent chance that I'm going to be trashing those games as we play them, I don't think it's going to work out very well, but we'll see. I want to see how it goes. I want to do it and see how it goes anyway. It's a project that's been there for a while, so... We'll build an audience of hate watchers. Yeah, who knows? No, but that's the thing. I'm not getting into those games with the intent of hating. Contrary to what I would, obviously that's how I've been sort of talking about it because it's funny. But I'm not really going in with the intent of hating them. I'm really going in with the intent of like, okay, I haven't played those games since they released. I have a pretty negative opinion of them from memory. how do I feel now as, you know, someone who has now a lot more experience in writing and maybe a bit more refined opinions on video games in general and all that, you know, over the, you know, it's been, I haven't played Fahrenheit in what, like 20 years almost. Heavy Rain in 15 or more, right? It's one of those things, right? How do I feel now as an older man about those games? Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. What's up, Hubs? How are you doing today? But yeah. But yeah, hopefully it works well and we don't have to, you know, worry too much. But yeah, at some point, you know, in the near future, I'm gonna have to play something that, you know, I'm gonna have to play something that works for Twitch, because the past few months have been difficult. Last month was saved because of the last 3 days, because of like Twitch's crazy September thing, right? That's what made it okay, more than okay, in fact. That's what made September really good. But overall, the trend in the past few months has been pretty concerning. So, you know, we're gonna have to play something that brings eyes in the near future. Because at the end of the day, you know, unfortunately, as much as I'm not doing this for the money, I still need to be able to pay the bills if I want to keep doing this. Otherwise, I need to spend my time making money otherwise. Could The Last of Us be that game? I'm not sure. I don't know, actually. Maybe Last of Us will bring some eyes. I don't know what the state of those games are on Twitch. I feel like people have seen them so much that maybe they don't want to see more of them, but we'll see. Time for that Elden Ring run? Ugh. I don't know. Hearing Nas talk about the DLC doesn't make me really want to get into it, but we'll play Elden Ring at some point with the DLC. Both of them, Raf. We're gonna play both Last of Us. The plan, if everything goes well, is to go through the David Cage games and then play The Last of Us 1 and 2 to, you know, show what good writing looks like in a video game. What's up, Credo? Number 2 JR was what we're about to do, the Cage-a-thon. Alan Wake 2 could work? Yeah, but Alan Wake 2 implies getting through Alan Wake 1 first. Do you have to or do you want to? I'm pretty sure both, actually. It is a sequel. And on top of that, I do want to. Maybe it stands alone. I don't know. But I still want to play the first one. But yeah, in any case, I'm not going to play horror games in October. Everyone's doing that. I'm not going to do it. Silent Hill 2 is something that I'm interested in. Eventually. Until Dawn as well. Eventually. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully Undertale in December at least works well. I'm not sure it's going to, but I'm definitely curious to see how it's gonna go. I've heard bad things about the Until Dawn remake. Isn't it mostly like tech issues? Chipmunk? People having tech issues on PC or something? Only thing I've heard. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same game, right? So, I don't know. Let's see. Until Dawn, Metacritic. Pretty okay reviews overall. Now let's see. Until Dawn, Steam. Mostly positive. I haven't played any of those games, Glegger, from that company. None of them. Will you ever try to jump on a popular newly released game, or do you think the stream is guaranteed to be buried? Unless I can find something that somehow no big streamer jumped on, and I can jump on that myself. Like the one game that I was able to do that back in the day, when I was streaming in like 2014, was This War of Mine. For some reason, no huge streamer jumped on it or played it more than like a day. And so I kept playing it for like weeks. And I got huge numbers playing that. I was literally like the only person that just kept playing it and doing challenge runs and all that. And that was super fun. So if I can find something like this, even though in these days on Twitch, I don't think you can do that anymore. Because even like the unpopular niche indie game is gonna have 100 mid-sized channel jumping on it. Because there's just so many people now. So yeah, I don't know. I think the channel would need to be at least 5 to 10 times bigger if I wanted to be able to jump on new releases. So it's not gonna happen. That's not the problem, Soro, though. And I'll explain what the problem is. If I play a new release, a part of my core community that watches on a daily basis, which isn't that big, by the way. It's much smaller than you would imagine. If we remove the people like the tourists, as we call them, that come to watch a specific game, the community is not that big, right? It's I don't know, like roughly 50 people, pretty much. Like it's not 50 people, it's more than that, but it's a rough like 50 viewers average, I would say. 50 to 60 maybe on a, you know, if I'm lucky. That's the core community, right? A portion of that wouldn't watch me play a new game that just came out. And the reason for that is they want to play it themselves and they don't want to get spoiled. So I'm losing viewers there, right? By playing a new game. I'm losing viewers from the core community. And I'm not getting any new ones because all the new ones are absorbed by the bigger streamers. So by playing a newly released games, I would get less viewers than by playing an old piece of shit game nobody cares about. That's why the best games to play for a channel of my size is a very popular game that came out a while ago, like a cult classic or something that has a strong community or something that a lot of people consider their favorite of all time, you know, one of those games. And unfortunately, there's not that many of these. You run out pretty quickly. So you hope that your channel grows big enough by the time you're done with these. If so, you can keep streaming and doing some stuff. Otherwise, you can get another job, I guess. And you can still stream, but the stream's unlikely to go anywhere. What's up, Craxon? Have you thought about branching out to YouTube? In what sense do you mean, Craxon? I'm not sure what do you mean by branching out to YouTube? If you mean like doing like edited content and like YouTube videos or whatever, nah, that's way too much work. I like the live streaming environment. What I enjoy about doing this is the live interactions with viewers. It's the chat interactions, right? Which is why it's so difficult for me when a game sort of doesn't work very well for the stream, is because it's never about the actual viewer numbers. It's about the chat interactions. It's always that. If it was just about like playing a video game, I wouldn't care about, you know, chat or whatever, but yeah, they just mentioned that they saw the Disco Elysium playthrough on the YouTube. Oh, unless maybe you didn't mean, maybe Craxon didn't mean on YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, Warren and 10 Bucks are managing the channel, the both of them. And I'm extremely thankful, because it's a lot of work that I wouldn't have the energy to take care of myself. So but you know, doing like editing work and you know, doing like actual YouTube content is definitely not for me. I'm really about the live stuff. It's and I think in many ways it's because it's such a, you know, if I wanted to do something where I work on my own and then the thing gets released and whatever, I would, you know, I would write another novel, because that's what it feels like. You work on your own and you have no real feedback or anything, and then suddenly something comes out, and that's when you know if you've done a good job or not. That's why streaming is a nice complement to that, is because there's immediacy, which is something that I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of immediacy in my life otherwise, like immediate feedback on what I'm doing, and, you know, interactions with people as I'm doing the thing. For me, it's always going to be about the live show first and foremost. Any idea for the next game that's going to be covered? Do you mean on YouTube or on the live stream? Yeah, Warren. I mean, it's a lot of work for sure. Yeah. Live stream. So the next project, as we've talked about, is the David Cage sort of marathon, which we're calling Cagetober for now. I haven't thought about a real name for it, but that's gonna start on Sunday or Monday, depending. I'm thinking Sunday, but I'll send a story like on Saturday or something to keep you guys updated on Twitch. So the David Cage's games, we're gonna start with Fahrenheit. Yes. I'm not sure we're gonna finish Fahrenheit. I don't know how it's gonna play. There's a remastered version, but I hear some bad things about it in terms of like how it plays. So I'll have to see if it runs well, and I have to buy it still. I don't think I have it. Hold on, Fahrenheit. Oh, it's on sale. Oh my god, it's on sale right now. Literally, it wasn't a few days ago when I checked. It's on sale right now for $2. How amazing is that? David Cage knows. He put it on sale just for me. That would be my dream. If David Cage was aware of me doing the Cage-a-thon and comes in the channel to argue about his writing, that would be my dream come true right there. I know it's never gonna happen, but I'm just saying. They're all on sale now? Oh yeah, I could get every fucking game on PC for $25. It's tempting. Even though I initially planned on playing most of them on PlayStation because I already have them there. In fact, I'm pretty sure my copy of Detroit is right there. Yep, there it is. PS4 version. Maybe I should get them on PC. Yeah, the fact that they're all on sale now is amazing. What a story. I've heard some of them have problematic issues on PC as opposed to console, but that's not first-hand experience. Yeah, that's what I'm a bit worried about, right? There's like, I'm pretty sure there's controller issues on PC for some of them. Oh, when they originally came out, I just bought them because I don't know. Here's the thing: the first David Cage game I played was The Nomad Soul, Omicron, and I was very hyped about that one because it looked to be something that was going to be pretty amazing at the time. It ended up being okay, and that's it. But David Bowie was in it and all. It was a highly publicized game, so I was very excited about it. Open world, exploring a whole city and all that. That was not something. There were not too many games like that back then. And then when Fahrenheit came out, I don't think I remember. I'm not 100% sure, but I think when it first came out, I didn't realize it was the same people. The Nomad Soul, Captain Dax, Omicron, depending on where it released. Omicron or the Nomad Soul. It released under 2 different names, I think, depending on your region. Yeah, David Bowie, like, his whole Hours album was used as a soundtrack for this game. It's a whole thing. Yeah, there it is. I'm not playing this one, though. I'm just saying. This one, I'm not playing. But yeah, that was my first David Cage game. Anyway, and then Fahrenheit came out. But What happened is, I don't think I knew The Nomad Soul was a David Cage game. It didn't matter to me at the time. It was just a game, right? And then I played Fahrenheit, and David Cage appears in Fahrenheit. It's literally the first thing you see in the game when you start the tutorial, which is why I think it's such a great way to start the marathon, right? Get David Cage to speak to us directly. Anyway, and so I played Fahrenheit, and I remember at the time, at the beginning, like the first few hours of Fahrenheit, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, what is this? It's very story heavy, it's like interactive, it's this whole thing, and then, you know, I remember the second half of the game. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but I remember being like, okay, this story is... They lost the plot at some point. And And then I don't know, Heavy Rain also was very publicized before it came out. It looked great, like visually at the time. And I was like, okay, like the first, you know, the first game, like the beginning of the first game was great. Maybe they finally got it together. It seems to be a bit more realistic game. Let's see what happens. And then Heavy Rain happened. And I'm not gonna go too much into details, because I want us to be able to enjoy that. For those of you who maybe haven't played them, I want you to still be able to be surprised. We're gonna treat those games as if they're blind first playthroughs. Because, you know, we'll see exactly how it's gonna go, because I don't know how I'm gonna, you know, be able to just talk about the writing and all that without spoiling stuff and whatever, but we'll have to play it by ear, I guess. But we're not gonna talk spoilers as we play them, because we want people that haven't played them to be able to enjoy them, right? So we'll see. There's a lead writer position available at Quantic Dream right now for a Star Wars game. Oh boy, listen. The problem is it's that it's lead writer. That's way over my my skill set, unfortunately. Save video games, Daniel. Because unfortunately, lead writer requires, you know, team management and a whole lot of things that I have no experience in. So. I mean, realistically, you know, as people always say, you should still apply and see what happens, right? But I don't want to work at Quantic Dream. I don't know. I don't think. No, actually, in reality, I probably would. It's a job, right? Do Cagetober, then hand the VOD collection as your application? Yeah, that'd be a bit cheeky. But yeah, so no, to answer your question, Raph, when I originally bought those games, I was always hopeful that they'd be good. And I will say, from memory, the one I least disliked was Beyond Two Souls. I think that's the one that I was the most positive about, ultimately. I was like, you know what? This wasn't bad. This was okay. Maybe David Cage finally figured it out. I must have been in a weird... I don't know, maybe I was blinded. Again, I don't know. I'm gonna enjoy replaying it because I don't remember most of it. I remember like some rough... like a few story beats here and there. Like the most recent is Detroit. I didn't think that was... I remember really not liking Detroit. I remember it feeling like it just the treatment of the themes was so heavy-handed, but it's also the most recent, and I feel like I have no memory of it. Because again, I feel like it's one of those games... When did Detroit come out again? Was it 2018? Yeah, I was writing a whole lot at the time, so I didn't have a lot of time for video games. And so I think I rushed through it in like 2 days. So I played this game over 2 days, 6 years ago. My memory of it is inexistent. I barely remember any of it, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, the stuff with, you know, obviously with Paige at the time, was very awkward, and I'm sure we'll get to talk about it when we play the game eventually. Because yes, David Cage is a bit of a weirdo. Not to say a creep. Potentially worse, but... my intent with this Cage-a-thon is to focus on the bad writing. Not necessarily him as a human being. So, we'll see. Other than the story, was the gameplay good? Oh yeah, it's mostly QTEs. Yeah, you'll see. You'll very quickly understand what kind of game it is. But yeah, I don't know. I need to look into what is available to me right now. If I need to... If they're all available to me on PlayStation already, I'm not going to buy the PC versions. That makes no sense. It's going to run smooth on PlayStation anyway. I think... Hold on. Heavy Rain. I think I already have Heavy Rain. Wait, wasn't there like a PS5 version of Heavy Rain? Or was it a PS4 version? PS4? Yeah, because the game was originally on PS3, right? Yeah. Now, Heavy Rain PC frame rate. Does it run at 60? It does. It only runs at 30 on PlayStation. Yo, Warren, thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. 340 total. Thank you so much. 2 Lost Nuts, Craft Roan, Dragon, Dempin, and Reichplatz. You will all be remembered. Thank you so much, Warren. Appreciate you. Yeah, we talked about that just 5 minutes ago, Soro. That's why I'm considering potentially buying them on PC, right? Or if I'm gonna stick with the PlayStation versions. Okay, let's see. PS5 frame rate. Nope. 30. Wait. Ow. Okay, so they all run at 30 only on PlayStation. Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit. Which is not too big of a deal, considering they're mostly cinematic games, right? It's like watching a movie, it's fine. But the PC versions at least would run at 60. So maybe that's something to consider. I'm gonna have to look into those versions on PC if there's a lot of like reported controller issues or whatever. I know Fahrenheit has a few controller issues. I've already scouted that out, but I'll deal with it. If it's really unplayable, we'll just play the beginning of it and then laugh about it and skip it. But yeah, maybe I should get them on PC for the 60 frames. Probably worth it, right? Damn it. What I'm also worried about is, with the PC versions, is... am I going to be able to tab out and not lose sound? Because I hate when PC games do that. And a lot of janky ports on PC tend to have that issue. is not an issue with PlayStation games. The feed is completely separate, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. Anyway, you don't have to endure me thinking about this. I can figure that out on my own. Hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. I have a few days to do some research on those, so I'm sure I'll figure it out. Hold on, actually, do I already have some of them, maybe? I wouldn't be too surprised if I got Heavy Rain on sale at some point. No, I didn't. Go Prophecy. Come on. Well, anyway, I don't know. Doesn't seem like we have anything else to talk about, so I'm probably just gonna dip. And take some time to figure out everything with the Cageathon. I still need to see if I'm gonna come up with a name or something. Next stream on Sunday or Monday? I mean, I don't know. I think Sunday. Yes, Sunday. Let's say Sunday, and if it doesn't happen, well then Monday. But I'll post a story over the weekend on Saturday to confirm, probably. It just really depends on how the Street Fighter tournament is going. If for some reason, somehow, Brandon makes it to top 32 of the Street Fighter tournament, there is zero world where I don't watch that live. Now, here's the thing. If that happens, it's not impossible that I actually go live to watch the tournament with you guys and we watch Brendan do its thing, right? That could be a thing that I could see myself do if Brendan makes it that far, right? Because I think that would be really cool. But you know, obviously, let's be realistic. While it's not impossible, I'm pretty sure Brendan would agree, it's pretty unlikely. It's a very stacked tournament. So, you know, there's a lot of people. But who knows? I think it's good enough to do it, but it's not just about being good, it also requires being a bit lucky and, you know. East Coast Throwdown. Zoro. It's a big tier 1 professional tournament for Street Fighter 6. What's up, Risa? Thank you for the tier 1 9 months. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, anything can happen in a tournament setting, right? Which goes both ways. Maybe, you know. Hopefully, yeah, I don't know. I'm very hyped about it. Very hyped. If he was playing Yoshi in Street Fighter, I don't think it would make. I don't think it would win one game. But that's a different conversation. Yeah, I mean, he's a really good player, Colette. And his starting pool is pretty doable, I think. There's no, like, huge names in his pool, so... That's pretty cool for him. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, Sunday we should be starting the Cage-a-thon. I still don't know if I want to call it Cage-tober, and then we change the name to Devember when we are in November. I don't know. Cage-a-thon. I'll workshop a name over the weekend, I guess. I'm sure I'll find something. Well, the problem there, $10, is that it implies something, which, again, I'm approaching the games with an open mind. I'm not going in there to destroy them by default. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. I mostly like the alliteration. Isn't there another word with a C at the end that we could put instead of it? Cage, cringe. I don't know. Cage copium. Celebrate. Well, it's a C, but it's not the right sound, right? So JC. Mostly positive, Craxon. I did a sort of I did a full review when after the credits. If you want to go back on the VOD and watch it, but mostly positive, yeah. What day is it today? Thursday? Oh yeah. Anyway. All right. I think it's time. Because right now I don't have anything else to say. and I don't want to just sit there with complete dead air on the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. I should be back on Sunday. And until then, remember me, and I will remember you.